In this video, I find myself in Sarasota, Florida to attend the 2024 Sarasota Guitar and Amp Show. And I'll be showing you what it was like to attend and what there was to see. And I'm actually hunting for a guitar. I'm hoping to find a Harmony H63 Espinada, but you never know what kind of exciting guitars you may encounter. Something random may just pop out in front of me at a dealer booth and just catch my eye. Sometimes the best guitars that you find are the surprises that you didn't expect. Now if you dig old guitars, I think you'll really enjoy this video. The show wasn't too large, but it wasn't too small either. It had a really intimate feel to it and the vibe was awesome. And guitar-wise, there was some really cool gems to see. It was a lot of fun looking around and chatting with everyone. This was a show that I was really glad to go to. And without further ado, this is the 2024 Sarasota Guitar and Amp Show. Hey everybody, what is going on? Today I'm an hour south of Tampa Bay. I'm in Sarasota, and right behind me is the Sarasota Guitar and Amp Show. It's its first year, the first time, and I'm stoked to check it out. Come on. Now the show is inside the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium, and it's a really cool Art Deco building that was built in 1938. Now as I walked inside the auditorium, I was immediately impressed and excited to see what the dealers brought to sell. Here we've got a very nice 1956 Gibson ES 125, and they're asking for $2,490 for it. Now I'm a big fan of these guitars. I have a 57 at home and I just love it. This here is a very cool guitar to see. It's a classic. This is a 1953 Gibson Les Paul Gold Top. This is the second year of production for this model, and their asking price is $27,500. Now this 53 has the trapeze tailpiece, but sometime in 53 they started putting the wraparound stop tail. Now I see this guitar has a replacement bridge on it where the strings wrap over, and that makes it possible to palm mute. It makes everything better from tuning and intonation, but it's pretty cool to see this very important piece of history here. Very cool guitar. And here we have a really neat amp. It's a 1939 Dickerson. In the late 1930s, the Dickerson brothers made amps and lap steels, and in 1947 the ownership changed and was renamed Magnatone. So here's a guitar that I was really excited to see because I've never seen one in person before. This is a Silvertone 1446, and nowadays it's commonly known as the Chris Isaak guitar. Now Chris used to use this guitar a lot back in the mid-80s. Now I believe these guitars were made from 1961 to 1967. And what's really cool about this Silvertone is that it has Gibson-made mini humbuckers. Here we got a 1968 Gretsch Double Anniversary, and it comes with the original hardshell case. And the asking price is $2,400. The knobs here are really cool. I also dig that tailpiece, and even though a lot of players feel like they need to have a Bixby with a Gretsch, I really don't subscribe to that. I don't mind having one, but I also don't mind not having one. Here's a guitar that really caught my eye. This is a 1965 Epiphone Granada, and it's selling for $2,399. It's maple top, back and sides, and the pick guard on these are really cool. It has a Melody Maker style pickup, and this guitar is basically a Epiphone version of Gibson's ES 120T. Here's another Epiphone, and this is a 1949 Zephyr Deluxe, going for $2,999. This is a very beautiful arch top, and I believe that's a New York Spectrum pickup there. You just gotta love this guitar and admire it. It's a beauty, and I'd love to play some swing guitar on this thing. And up next we've got an acoustic. It's a Gibson Southern Jumbo, and the price is $15,000. What I like about this is that it features the Gibson script logo, and that's pretty cool. And let's take a look at some amps here. That Supro looks really nice. Those amps are so good. Love them. Next up is a 1963 Guild CE100 Capri. And they're asking $3,750 for it. This is a really nice instrument, and this one is really clean. I'm a big fan of Guild guitars. There's a lot of models that I really dig by them. This is the Possum Hollow Guitars booth, and my new friend here is quite the character. I really dug his enthusiasm and his passion for guitars. So here he was showing me some classic vibe 60s thin line tellies, and he puts telly armrests on them, which I really dig, and he also puts in compensated saddles. And I think these features that he puts on these Squiers really spruces them up. Here we've got a 1959 Gretsch Country Gentleman, and it's selling for $11,500. These guitars were made to be more high-end than the existing Chet 6120. And early Country Gentlemans came as single cutaways until 1961, and I actually prefer the single cutaways over the double cutaways. Now here's a really neat looking 1950s Supro Valtrol, and it's selling for $1,499. These guitars are really cool. It just screams, plug me in and play some rock and roll on me. And here's some beautiful Gibsons. I just love these. I just want to take them home with me. Here's a 1957 Oahu lap steel. It's selling for $1,100. Now I don't know a lot about these, but I can certainly appreciate it in all its vintage glory. There's so many great guitars and amps here at the show, and I wish I could get footage of them all on my video. And I tell you, I'm having such a good time here today checking out all the guitars. This is really a lot of fun. Here we've got a 1957 Silvertone Aristocrat, and it's for sale for $1,200. This really is a great guitar, and it features K speed bump pickups, and you know, I really should have probably taken this one home, but there's always another day, right? Now these headstocks on these guitars are some of my favorite headstocks, and they're just as cool as the K Kelvinator headstocks that resemble the old refrigerators. This is just a great guitar all the way around. And here is a 1958 Premier, and they're asking for $875 or better offer. Now this is a 1960s Contessa from Italy. I'm completely unfamiliar with these guitars, but it looks cool, so I thought I'd show it to y'all. Here we've got a real looker. This is a 1946 Gibson L5, and it's a real beautiful piece of art that was made in good old Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'd love to just pick up this guitar and get behind a big band and strum some chords on this thing. Now, the L5 was first produced in 1923, and I believe it's one of the first guitars to feature F-holes. And I just gotta mention, I really dig that Art Deco style tailpiece. And this, my friends, is a K Vanguard. Now, I've never played one myself, but there's a lot of people out there that say that these guitars are underrated. And here we have a really cool amplifier. This is a 1953 Gibson GA40, selling for $3,000. And up next is another amplifier. This is a 1951 Fender Pro, selling for $4,500. And folks, here's another beautiful Epiphone. This is a 1961 Epiphone Broadway, selling for $4,599. This guitar has PAF mini humbuckers, and simply all the way around, this is just a great vintage jazz box. Well, that was the guitar show. They didn't have an Esplanade that I was looking for, but no big deal. It was really fun to be there and talk to people. I had a great time. But since we're in Sarasota, let's check out some of the sights here. Let's have some more fun. So since we were just minutes away, I had to show you this place. This is Sarasota's Baha'i Hut. And it happens to be Florida's oldest tiki bar, and it opened in 1954. Now the theming and the decorations in this place are awesome. You really get that Pacific tiki vibe when you're stepping in here. They've got a great selection of different cocktails and the prices are very fair. The couple right next to us got a flaming drink for $2, and it's called the Volcano Bowl. It was pretty cool to watch them drink that. I really enjoy this place, and next time I'm in Sarasota, I look forward to coming back for another visit. Alright, so I'm back from my trip to Sarasota, and here are my very quick thoughts on the Sarasota Guitar and Amp Show. I really liked it a lot, I enjoyed myself, and I had a great time. Now, being that it was the first show, of course there's some kinks that need to be worked out, and attendance could have been a little bit better. But again, this is the first show, it's the first time, and it can only get bigger and better. Now it's on for next year. I believe the date has been confirmed. I think it's going to be around the same time next year. And I look forward to going next year and having a great time like I did this year. And now friends, before I go, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. Make sure you set aside time to enjoy your life. Now I know we're all busy with work, schedules, deadlines, and appointments, but you've got to make sure to set time aside for yourself. And do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel fulfillment. Whether it's spending time on a hobby or sharing moments with friends and family, just make sure that happiness is the key ingredient. Because after all, our lives are a one-time offer, so use it well. And with that, friends, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Much love to you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another guitar video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.